I want to see what Tucker Carlson's up to because it seems like he's got some really good coverage going on. I have to see this.
So this week, videos surfaced on the internet from a place called Trafalgar High School in Oakville, Ontario. That's right across the lake from Niagara Falls. These videos show a teacher called Stephen Hanna, who apparently has been employed at Trafalgar High for several years. Recently, Hanna decided to dress like a woman, or more precisely, as a grotesque caricature of a woman, not a real woman, but a kind of pneumatically inflated Marilyn Monroe look-alike. As part of his costume, Hanna strapped on a pair of gigantic prosthetic breasts, each the size of a 10-pound watermelon. We're not exaggerating here. They're visible from at least 100 yards away, if not from space. We'll show you the picture we are right now.
Tucker Carlson's like, why are M&Ms no longer fuckable? Also, why is this woman's titties making me feel the way I'm feeling right now? After all, in America, feminism has made titties smaller. But here in Canada, just across the pond, it seems like titties are only getting larger. Why am I feeling like I want to say awooga as my tongue slides down my chin as my chin hits the ground and my tongue rolls out like a red carpet as my ears start blowing steam and you can hear it like the horn of a train. Awooga, awooga, I say.
But here's the thing. Hanna isn't doing this in private, in his home, in restaurants and clubs. If he were, we would not be mentioning on the show because it would not be our business. Have fun, Stephen Hanna. No. Stephen Hanna is doing it in class, in front of children. As the Canadian journalist Jonathan Kay put it, Hanna has been dressing like this for a while, but only recently have students within the school gone public with this fact. So they've been enduring this for a while. Kay also notes that Hanna's costume is based on the style of Japanese internet pornography.
Stop. Please stop. What the fuck is going on in this fucking news story? No. Stop it, dude. There's a hentai mention. Are you telling me 75-year-old racists all across the country now know what hentai is? Now, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, okay? Lord forgive me, but those titties are obscene. They're obscene. Those are not even Magumbos, okay? Those are not Nancy Pelosi's, dude. Those are not your average. I'll just state it. I'll say it like it is. Calling balls and strikes, okay? Holy fuck. This literally looks like a meme, okay? This entire sequence, a very real sequence of the Tucker Carlson broadcast, looks like some shit that like an irony poisoned leftist would put together, by the way. Like, it just looks like a shit post. I can't understand how, oh my God. All I'm going to say is this, okay? I don't know what's going on. There's usually, whenever there's like teachers like this involved, like 4chan will find like some rando, right? Going fucking crazy on the timeline. It'll go on TikTok, right? And then they'll turn around and like, they'll turn it into like transphobic shit, right? More info. Ontario transgender high school teacher wears massive fake breasts at school in front of young students. Wait, what the fuck? Bro, what is this person doing? I mean, what is this person doing? That's crazy. That's nuts. That's crazy. That's like, okay. I can't even speak, dude. What the fuck? Those are concussion-inducing breast disease. You fucking smack someone on accident. Like someone would be like, teacher, and then she turns around, blammo, fucking dead. You got dead students now. Anyway, is this real? I refuse to believe this. Man, I'm going to tell you, those titties are not. But story might be. But like, do conservatives think all trans people have gigantic whale tits now? Yeah, like what is the argument here? Like, what are they saying? Trans people are getting gigantic breast disease. Yeah, you can be a weirdo, man. It's fine. Like, you look hard enough, you're going to find some fucking weirdos who are trans. Doesn't mean anything. What's the argument here? No, I mean, I see it. Warmington, Halton School Board. First of all, what the fuck is Warmington? Like, the name alone is just like, that's not real, okay? Halton? Warmington. Halton School Board prepares for backlash over trans high school teacher. First of all, it's not because she's trans, man. It's because she's got fucking gigantic titties. Just say it as it is. Why are people being like, wow, it's really fucked up that, this is transphobia? It's like, no, it's just like, it's titty phobia, if anything. The Halton District School Board is standing behind an accepted transgender. Wait, what? What is this? Dude, this is the most right-wing fucking news. What? Is this a part of like The Sun? Like the Sun franchise? Because they're standing behind an accepted transgender teacher who's gone viral in social media video posts. Like, what the fuck? Bro, you're a newspaper. Who writes like this? Standing behind. Okay. In addition to the HDSB chair, Margot Shuttleworth. Okay, these are not real names. I'm sorry. Tells the Toronto Sun The staff are looking at, this is where someone's going to say Shuttleworth is actually an indigenous last name, and then I'm going to get owned. But regardless, it seems like a fucking AI written article, okay? It literally it just seems like J.K. Rowling wrote this article to like induce more transphobia, to create more, transphobic people or something. Like, tells the Toronto Sun that the staff are looking at going through creating a safety plan to ensure the Oakville Trafalgar High School teachers' security as they prepare for potential. Bro, no, they're looking to create a safety plan for the children, okay? They're looking to create a safety plan because the titties are blocking out the sunlight. Kids haven't seen sun in a year. There's no vitamin D. They got vitamin D deficiency. Protecting any person's gender rights is the same stance the school board has taken, and they're standing behind the teacher. Pre-transition, the teacher was known to students and faculty as a male and went by a man's name, but the teacher now identifies as a woman and is referenced with a female name. Like, the thing that's weird about this story is not that, like, the teacher is trans. You know what I mean? Like, you can be trans and be a teacher. The part of the story is so obviously how gigantic her fucking titties are. And it's just like, it's blowing my mind that they're like so desperately trying to be like, yeah, you know those trans teachers, am I right? They all get these big ass fucking bazookas. Like, it's just, that's it. It's the titties, nothing else. It does feel like she's just trying to get fucking fired or some shit. You know what I mean? And you can be a trans person and a weirdo on top of that, right? Like, that's, no cisgender woman would get titties such as this. No, they would, and they do, and then, but like, we do look at them like they're fascinating, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean, don't act like anyone looks at this and goes, oh, that's normal. Like, no one says that, dude. This is fucking insane. She's out here looking like a Hittite fertilization god or some shit. Fucking goddess of pregnancy. All the kids really love being in the class. School board says it sees her simply as a good teacher. This teacher who teaches shop is an extremely effective teacher. All the kids really love being in the class. Yo, what the fuck? I can't believe they wrote this article, dude. But videos posted on social media showing the Oakville industrial arts teacher who began identifying as female last year, appearing in class with large prosthetic breasts while operating a circular saw, has created much commentary. That's crazy. This is an insane story, okay? And the NGO all over the story, of course. Never waste an opportunity where people are having fun. Never let that go to waste. You gotta turn it into some transphobic shit. You know what I mean? With your psychotic audience. We're gonna finish the Tucker Carlson clip in a second. I gotta see this. Bro, okay, I'm not gonna lie. As the shop teacher, like that does constitute like a safety problem. Like, you're working with like saws and shit all day. You're gonna cut the titty off on accident, okay? That's like this is one of those, not to be ableist, but that's kind of unsafe, man. Get OSHA on the line. What the fuck's going on? Those titties are not OSHA approved, okay? OSHA comes in, says you need to put a hard hat on each titty. Ah! Oh, you got steel-toed boots. Now you got fucking steel-toed pasties for your nipples. Hazan, careful, you're about to be canceled. Absolutely zero people will look to this and be like, wow, this is so crazy. Like, come on, dude. We all got eyes, man. That's insane, okay? It would automatically be transphobic if I didn't make fun of her for getting the most ginormous titties that you've ever seen, okay? Like, just because someone is trans doesn't mean that they're gonna get babied. Like, her existence as a trans woman is valid. Those titties as a shop teacher, not as much. Come on, let me enjoy this moment. Bro, she has a hard time turning, dude. Oh, no. Yeah, she doesn't even need the saw. She can break the board with them titties. She can just drop one. Oh, that's so good. Some of the photos of the Canadian trans teacher who wears extremely large breasts, prosthetic with protruding nipples, like, that's crazy. That's just unacceptable. I don't think anyone thinks that is acceptable. As a result, Shuttleworth says she articulated to those who run the board's day-to-day operations that we just can't wait around and see what happens because I'm quite confident it won't be a normal return to school Monday. Pretty sure those are prosthetics, right? They're not from a surgery. Yeah, I don't think you can get that. She was like, give me the maximum dose. They were like, hey, ma'am, we're gonna do HRT for you. How much would you like? She said all of it. She said all of the HRT. Okay, do you understand? I want all of it. HRT, huge, ridiculous titties. So stupid. Weirdest part about all this is that, like, cis women that have breasts that size, like, they have to get titty reduction surgery because that is backbreaking. Okay, like, that's literally just straight up, like, you have boobs that size, you're fucked. It is so bad. Your back is fucking done. Your neck is done. She's out here like, nah, I'm carrying that. Anyway, there will be protesters and the anti-protesters. There's going to be anti-protesters that are there like, no, save the titties, man. The son has reached out to the teacher for comment, but so far has not received a response. The teacher, who the son has decided not to name at this point, has not had any previous issues that have come to the attention of the board. We have had no phone calls prior to this saying anything about it, but having said that, Shuttleworth acknowledges there had to be some disconnect because one of the students created this video. Some of the concern has been expressed on social media, including one student taking it to Twitter to write, the kids here most definitely don't think it's normal, but realistically, we can't say anything. Last year, the teacher was a man. I don't think the school can fire him. Yeah, okay. They found the one transphobic student. That's sick, man. Thank you, Toronto Sun, for doing your due diligence. In fact, Shuttleworth said the employee will be supported, adding the teacher is completely accepted and welcomed into the school community as far as the staff is concerned. Okay, no, I mean, just to fucking find a bra or something. That's crazy. Okay, let's finish this fucking insane thing, by the way.
Hannah has been dressing like this for a while, but only recently have students within the school gone public with this fact. So they've been enduring this for a while. Kay also notes that Hannah's costume is based on a style of Japanese internet pornography, which translates roughly into English as exploding milk porn.
Stop. He did not just say exploding milk porn. Yo, what the fuck? I'm losing it, dude. This can't be real. Like, we wish this. Guys, we wish this upon the world. Like, this did not actually happen. I feel like I got zapped into a different timeline, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck, bro?
Pornography, which translates roughly into English as exploding milk porn.
I don't know what's going. I got goosebumps.
So what's going on here? Well, you know exactly
what's going on.
What's going on here? Let's stop pretending. Women may not see it right away because generally their lives are not defined by their sex drives. But if you're a man, you get it instantly. What is this about? It's about sex.
What? Wait, he didn't even go with like transphobia. What is going on? He literally is like talking about how hard he is. What the fuck? Bro, I didn't stop. I should have never paused this fucking clip. What the?
Stephen Hannah is enlisting other people's children in his sexual fantasies.
This is bananas. No, this is literally like, that is the weirdest, and I mean weirdest angle to take here. He just said like, I'm horned up for the teacher, and I know our children are too. Did he actually say exploding milk porn? Like did I just imagine that? Like, did I watch that correctly? I can't get over this, man. This is crazy. This is madness. There are different ways to cover this. Like, you could have just been like, that's crazy. Come on. That's too much. Okay, that's too much. I genuinely don't get why people can't leave trans people alone. It feels creepy that they're always obsessed over me. I mean, like, the real reason why he's covering this, obviously, is to be like, all trans women are like this, right? He could have very easily just been like, that's inappropriate. You could even be transphobic in a way that like I could have written this better for Tucker in a way that is like still transphobic and driving the point across without saying, I love them titties and so do your children. Do you get what I'm saying here? Like, he could have just easily been like, this is how all trans people are. They're crazy. You know what I mean? He didn't even say that. He just straight up was like, those titties are massive. And I like that. And your children too. Your children like that too. Like, we all like it. Men, we love those big ass titties. Like, we are so horny for those titties. That's what he said, which is the wildest way to cut this coverage. As like, wait, there's a second part to this? Okay, give me more of this though. I need to see more. Doggy means to imply it's a fetish for the trans woman, not for him, dude. No. That's a self-report, man.
It's hard to believe this is happening, but we're sad to tell you it's not just happening in Canada. You see versions of it everywhere, including in this country. And
stop. Is he gonna find like the big titty teachers in America now? Is this like an epidemic? What's going on? Tucker's like, other channels like CNN refuse to tell you that there are big titty teachers everywhere. I mean, gigantic breast disease. Okay, Magumbos. What's going on?
And to be clear, what this is, children being used as props in the sexual fantasies of adults. Children being used as props in the sexual fantasies of adults. Are you okay with that? Is any normal person okay with that? It's completely wrong. It's utterly outside the bounds of what's acceptable. It's not a close call. And yet suddenly teachers, licensed teachers, are bragging about it on social media.
I have had multiple students come out to me, not just with their sexuality, but also with their gender identity.
Yo, we need to let fucking queer people be cringe. Like, just calm down, dude. Like, just let them be cringe. Who cares? Straight people are cringe as fuck all the time, dude. What the fuck? Yo, I swear to God, it's so weird. It's like they literally cannot comprehend a world in which, like, you just can't have a queer person be cringe, God forbid, anywhere on social media. That's like, boom, that's the responsibility of all queer people now. Holy shit. You get so mad. It's like, bro, you're annoying too. That's crazy. Yeah, he just cut the titty part, and then he's just now showing random fucking queer teachers being like, I talk about sexuality and gender. Okay, what's up? That's a teacher, man. What's your problem? Listen, all I'm saying is, unless their titties are fucking fat, she should not be in this article. That's all I'm saying. I better see some fat fucking titties right now, Tucker, or else you buried the fucking lead. I mean, seriously, what the fuck? You can't just show exploding milk porn and then turn around and be like, look at this one. This one's got weird hair. Like, that's not the same. Stay on track, motherfucker. You promised big exploding milkers in our fucking schools, man.
I have had multiple students come out to me, not just with their sexuality, but also with their gender identity. It's one of the reasons I think it's so important to be out and loud and proud.
I teach my elementary school students about gender identity.
Okay, what the fuck? This is how? Bro, this is just irrelevant. You just debated us, dude. What the fuck? It's like the top of the hour is here, and I'm gonna fucking tell you the ad break is coming, okay? That's a debate. I'm a trans child care worker, sex ed teacher. Talking with kids about gender is literally so easy. They're so open-minded because they haven't been indoctrinated yet. Conservatives are making a mountain out of a molehill. No, that's the reason. Because children have not been indoctrinated yet. And because children do not have this like rigid gender binary understanding that is literally not built into the way that they see the world. And that's what they're terrified of, because then you can show them that gender is not as rigid. That's their fear. Their fear is that, you can adequately teach children at an early age that so that the next generation is not as transphobic as the one prior, right? That's the main issue here. That's why they're fucking terrified.
Some people are girls, some are boys, some are both, some are neither.
I might tell this kid, we do have a flag in the class that you can pledge your allegiance to. And he like looks around and he goes, oh, that one?
So again, if you were walking through the park with your kids and a stranger came up and started talking to them, say to your 5th grader, your 5-year-old, or even your 14-year-old, about sex, what would you do? Well, you would call the police, of course. That's not allowed. It's a crime because they're children. But teachers are allowed to do it and then to brag about it.
What? Are those teachers? Like, what's going on? What? I don't even know what's happening at this point. 2 more parts if you want, part 3 and part 4 final.
You see book.
No shot. And then he turns this into like the Boston Children's Hospital. That's psychotic. Yeah, he's just like showing random clips of like drag shows and shit now. So, I mean, I don't want to see the rest of this even. Okay, yeah, the Boston Children's Hospital got like fucking bomb threats and shit, and it wasn't enough. So I think they just want like more random fucking shit. Like more people to get randomly upset. This is a real... I can't tell if this is a real screenshot or not, man.
Is intended to emulate a genre of Japanese pornography.
Oh my God, stop. 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 Is it real? Please stop. Stop. It's real. Oh my God, he's out of his fucking mind, dude. Bro, look at the title. He said teacher with giant prosthetic breasts and update. There's no way, man. This video has to be edited. It has to be edited. I don't want to believe it, dude. I don't. I mean, but the original one was real. The original one had like some fucking big ass titties. He had anime hentai titties, man. That's not even, oh my God. Dude, what the fuck is dude, this breaks my brain, dude. This like, I can't. Wait, it is real?
So for a number of days, a couple of media organizations, including a Canadian media outlet that visited the school, reported that the identity...
No, man. No. Bro, they're both real. They're both real. Bro, what is happening, dude? I can't take it. I can't take it. This is too much.
Fetish. In case you doubt that it is, the costume is intended to emulate a genre of Japanese pornography that translates roughly as exploding milk porn.
Bro, back to back? Back to back? 2 nights in a fucking row?